Good evening. I'm Erin Burnett. Out front tonight on the ground in Georgia, a massive gamble by Vice President Harris. And new polling released just moments ago show that gamble may be paying off. A new poll coming out from Fox just moments ago shows that Harris is ahead in the state of Georgia. Margin of error, 3 points. Her lead is 2. So right now, neck and neck, no clear leader, but you see 50 to 48. And it comes as Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are wrapping up their bus tour today in the state. It is their first appearance together since the Democratic convention. Here they are, you're looking at in Savannah, appearing together in a restaurant moments ago, doing the hand-to-hand of campaigning there. Earlier, they stopped in the town of Hinesville, which is about 40 miles southwest of Savannah, where high school students performed for them. Harris told the students there that she was in a band when she was their age.
Sometimes you're going to hit the step right, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're going to win the game, sometimes you may not. But you know, you never let any circumstance knock you down or slow you down. You just keep going at it. That's who you are. And that's why we are so confident in everything that you are doing and will continue to do for our country. So just keep being you and all of the excellence that you're bringing to everything you do. Okay? All right. See you later.
All right, Harris doing that in Georgia, going all in Georgia, is a big deal. It shows a confidence and perhaps internal polling that was not what we were seeing publicly until literally a few moments ago. Until a few minutes ago when that Fox poll crossed, the latest public polling had Trump well ahead of Harris in Georgia, 51 to 44%. That's a big gap politically. And we wondered, maybe Harris had some internal numbers that showed something very different, because every day and every hour count this close to the actual election. And Harris is clearly making a play as if Georgia is neck and neck. And she's spending time not just in Democratic areas around Savannah, but in rural areas that voted heavily for Trump. And here's how we can tell that this isn't just window dressing in one bus tour. Harris now has 24 field offices up and running in Georgia. By comparison, as of early last week, according to the LA Times, Trump had about a dozen. Harris has opened offices in rural counties, in deep red Georgia, where Trump has traditionally done incredibly well. In fact, one new Harris office is in the rural town of Cordell, in a county that Trump won by 25 points in 2020. Now, the town of Cordell, though, itself is nearly 70% black. Harris's campaign thinks she can run up the vote there. And the math works like this. Harris doesn't need to win that county. She's probably not trying to win a county that she lost by 25 points. She just needs to narrow the margin and do a little bit better. Because we all remember when it came to the entire state of Georgia last time, that margin was incredibly tight. Biden won Georgia by 11,779 votes. We all know that number now. A mere 0.3 of a percentage point. And as for Trump, by the way, he also is acting like maybe his internal polls show he has a Georgia problem too. He's acting like that Fox poll breaking moments ago that shows Harris ahead is accurate, not the recent polling showing Trump comfortably in the lead. Why do we know that? Because Trump is doing something he hates to do and rarely if ever actually does, which is eating crow. He is fawning over Georgia Governor Brian Kemp. Kemp is actually set to attend a fundraiser for Trump in Georgia, graciously supporting Trump, even though Trump's feelings about Kemp have been loud and clear.
He's a bad guy, he's a disloyal guy, and he's a very average governor. Little Brian Kemp.
Brian Kemp is truly an embarrassment to the Republican Party.
This guy's a disaster. He's a disaster.
I'm ashamed that I endorsed him.
Make all of those public. So maybe those words have finally come home to roost. Because if tonight's Fox poll turns out to be right, that's the case. And here's the fact. Trump has to win Georgia to win the White House. And the Harris surge there, at least as we see it right now, is massive.